everybody, and welcome to Preschool at Home Sing-Along Songs. I'm Miss V, and I'm so glad that you're coming to our class again today. And we have another fun song for you today. It's called Three Little Race Cars. And I have a really fun alphabet activity that I know you're going to love. So be sure that you stick around for that. So don't forget, parents, if you're just tuning in for the first time and you're not familiar with our shows, they're daily, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern during the crisis. And in order to, I forgot what I was going to say. Don't forget to let your parent friends, or if you're a teacher, your teacher friends, know about our broadcast by doing that in any way you see fit, whether that's sharing, tagging, whatever. And then also, I want you to, I know what I was going to tell you. Be sure to introduce yourself and your child that's watching along with you in the comments below, and let us know where in the world you're watching from. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. You would think after like 24 days of doing this that I would have it down. Okay, so let's get started here. Let's see. Yay! Ariel is watching with us today from Iowa. Hello, Ariel. Come on in, get comfy, hang up your backpack, and we're going to get started with Three Little Race Cars in just a minute. Let me welcome some more of our friends as I see them. Hello. Our Canadian friends are so sweet. They're always joining us every day, and I love it. Hello, Aiden, all the way from Vancouver. Hello, Aiden, and welcome. Come on in, hang up your backpack, get comfy, and we'll get started in just a moment. Oh, I see somebody is here today. Somebody that I don't recognize. Welcome, Harley. Come on in. We're so glad to have you here today. Thanks for joining us. Wonderful. I see one of our friends here, Denzel. Hello, Denzel, and welcome back. We're so glad you're here with us again today. Come on in, hang up your backpack, and get comfy. Yes. And here we have Mabry and Ruby. And they must be with my friend Judy. Do you have some kids at your house with you, Judy? That's awesome. Hello, Judy, Mabry, and Ruby. I didn't even notice that was Judy's comment till it came up on the screen. How cool. All right. Oh, look who else is here. I see Emmy and Stella joining us all the way from Pennsylvania. Hello, Emmy. Hello, Stella. Welcome. Come on in. I see another friend, Katie. Katie is joining us all the way from Texas. Welcome. We have friends from Poland in the house as well. Welcome, friends. All right, let me tell you a little bit about the song today, a little backstory. So, for all of our friends watching today, this song was one that my mom used to sing to me when I was little. She sang it to me all the time, and when I started thinking about songs to sing along, this one came to my mind right away because it was one that I was very familiar with, and I remembered most of the words of the first verse too. So, my mom and I talked about it. And I went to look for it online to see what I could find out about it. And she learned it. What I asked her was, where did you learn that song? And she said, from her mom. So it was the song my grandma sang to her. So then I was like, well, it has to be older, you know? So I looked, and I finally found out that it was a song the Andrews sisters recorded in the 40s, which makes sense because they were very popular when my grandmother was a young girl. So obviously that song is copyrighted, but I changed the words. So if we have any little race car lovers in the house, this song is for you, and I know that my nephew Andrew, he took a song that we sang right in the very first week that we did Preschool at Home Sing Along. He took a song and changed it into a song about monster trucks because he wasn't interested in the topic we were singing about, but he's very interested in monster trucks. So I started thinking of a way I could use this tune, but change the words and make it appropriate and use all of my cars. I have a bunch of cars here today. We're going to play a fun game with them when we're done. So without further ado, here's 3 little race cars. Okay? So I'm going to sing it with you. I hope I can get the tune right. And the original tune is by the Andrews Sisters, I believe, according to Mr. Google. I can't be sure. And then we'll play the game with the cars. Are you ready? Down on the racetrack at the Motor Speedway were 3 little race cars who just wanted to play. Down went the flag, they were looking mighty fine, and they raced right over the line. Bip bop diddle daddle wadum choo, bip bap diddle daddle wadum choo, bip bap diddle daddle wadum choo, and they raced right over the line. And so you can see it has a very 40s vibe to it, right, with that swing music or whatever. So obviously I'm not as good of a singer as the Andrews Sisters, but it has a very catchy tune. So let's sing it one more time. That helps Miss V practice, because I need practice at singing, don't I? Yes, we need to practice everything that we do so we can get better at it. So here we go, 3 little race cars once again. And if you like the song, tap the screen and let me know. So down on the racetrack at the Motor Speedway were 3 little race cars who just wanted to play. Down went the flag, they were looking mighty fine, and they raced right over the line. Boop bop diddle daddle wadum choo, boop bop diddle daddle wadum choo, boop bop diddle daddle wadum choo, and they raced right over the line. So the little refrain there, that boop bop diddle daddle wadum choo, you can change that up wherever you want. You can see I did it differently twice. Doesn't matter. They're nonsense words there. So, okay. Wonderful. Penelope's dad drives race cars. Well, guess what, Penelope? You're in for a treat, because now that you've gone there, I have to tell you the story. My dad did too. Can you believe it? And so did my brother. And that's why my nephew Andrew likes race cars too. Yes, so Penelope, we have something in common. All right, I'm going to turn the screen around and show you the fun activity that we have. Okay, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness, look at all my cars. Look at all of these cars. Can you believe all these cars that Miss V has? Why do I have all of these cars, do you think? Do you think that we might play a game with them? And what do you notice on the top of all these cars? They have things written on top. What are these things? Are they numbers? Nah, they're letters. Look at that. What's that one? That's a pretty green color. That's K. And look at this one. This one is the letter G, like Gabriel. Yes, they all have letters on them. And then what's this thing here? This kind of looks like a parking lot, doesn't it? Oh, and for the adults watching, don't forget, I put a free printable parking lot for you in this blog post at the top. But you don't really need a parking lot if you don't have a printer or ink. You can just use a marker and draw on paper. That's what Andrew did at his house when he first did this activity. So I did this activity because Andrew is in preschool right now, and he is learning his letters. Tap the screen if you're learning your letters too. And Andrew really doesn't like to do like lots of paper and pencil things. Andrew likes to race cars. So I made this parking lot, and we raced cars into Andrew's name, right? So adults, I'm going to share with you one way you can do this with your kids at home. So if you know the letters that your kids still need to work on, so whether you know that because you're with them every day at home or because their teacher has told you that's where they are in their stage of development and shared the list of letters with you that they know, and they don't know, you can take your marker and you can write the letter in the space, okay? Now, in the blog post that I linked above where the printable lives, the complimentary printable, I talk about the benefits of using magnetic letters. And yes, that's true. It is better to use magnetic letters in the spots, but if you're at home and you don't have any magnetic letters, you can't find them all, then don't worry about that, right? The most important thing is that your child has fun learning right now. So I'm going to put some letters in here. I'm going to pretend that my imaginary student needs to work on the letters. What's this one? What's that letter, friends? Yeah. Is it a P or a B? The B has two bellies. Yep, that's a B. And let's see, I also need to work on the letter. My imaginary friend needs to work on the letter R. That's the letter R. And my imaginary friend needs to work on this letter. What's this one? Oh, that's right. You're so smart. That's the letter P. Like Paul. My cousin Paul has that letter. And let's see. Oh, this one. What's this letter? Does anybody know that one? What's that one? That's the letter N, like Nancy. I have a friend Nancy, and her birthday was yesterday. B-R-P-N. What's another letter we're still working on? Oh, I know this one. This one's a little tricky sometimes. And this one, Penelope's mom has that letter. That's the letter K. K for Katie. And how about this letter? Does anybody know this one? What's that one? Is that an E? No, that's an F like Frankie. Okay. All right. So you can gather some cards if you have any at home. Don't worry if you don't have 26. If you don't have 26 cards, I know some of you do and some of you don't. Just use some of the cards that you have, like whatever you can find, and make the letters that you know your child is still working on, or if your child is working on all the letters, then you're going to want to use the letters in their name. And if your child has more than 6 letters in your name, then you take 2 of these printables, tape them together, and then you have a longer parking lot. Okay, let's see if we can drive the cars into the right place. Are you ready? Okay. All right, let me see. Oh, here's my car that I'm going to use. Can everybody see my car? It's a little shiny on top. And I'm also going to put a line under here because we talked about how sometimes letters can be confusing. You know what? I'm going to use a different car. I have extra cars over here, and I'm going to make this one, this letter. I don't like how shiny that car was on top, and I don't want it to glare for you. That's what I have these extra cars for over here. Okay, there we go. Now we can see it better. That's the letter that we're gonna drive. Okay, vroom, 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 vroom. Oh, I didn't realize these, I got these at the party store a while ago. I didn't realize they went on their own. That little car surely was going to go over the line, wasn't he? Let's see. Where am I going to park this one? Right here? Is that the same letter? Oh, it's not, is it? That's a B. The B has 2 bellies, and this one doesn't. This one has 3 straight lines. Okay, let's go to the next spot and see if he goes there. Do you think this is the right place to park this car? Let's look. I see a straight line, a curvy line, and another straight line. Does this one here have any curvy lines on it? Nah, they can't be the same. Let's drive it in this one. That's P, like my cousin Paul. Let's see, this one has a straight line and a curvy line. Does this one have any curvy lines? Nope, just 3 straight lines, not there. How about this one? Tap the screen if you think this is where my car should park. Do you think my car should park here? Let's see. This one has straight line, diagonal line, straight line. Let's check it. Straight line, diagonal line, straight line. Oh, that's N, like Nancy. Yay, I parked my first car. Yay. Okay. All right, let's park another car. Oh, here comes another car. Are you ready? I'm going to race my car around to the front. Vroom, 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 vroom. Right up to the starting line. My little car is going to look for its parking spot. Do you see this letter? It has a straight line, and a straight line. 3 straight lines, but 2 of them are diagonal like that. That's a funny looking letter. Let's see. Does it go here? Nah. This one has 2 big bellies. And this one doesn't have any. Ooh, this one looks like it could be it. Do you see how it has a diagonal line here? This one has a diagonal line. Could they be the same? Is this the right spot? Oh, you don't think so? Oh, you're right. Look at that. It has this round curvy part at the top. And this one does not have the round curvy part at the top. Oh well, we're going to try another spot. Should I park it here? Nah. That one has a curvy line. How about here? What do you think? Let's look. Let's compare them. Straight line, diagonal line, diagonal line. Straight line, diagonal line, diagonal line. I think you got it. You got it. This parking space is K for Katie. K for Katie. We did it. Look at that, friends. Yay. Oh, look, Jackson is here. Look at that. How fun, Jackson. Aren't you a sweet, sweet brother? Look at that. Oh, sorry. Walter and Charlie's older brother, Jackson. I'm 10 and I like your class. Aw, we're so glad you're here, Jackson. That's wonderful. You are a good big brother. Okay. So adults, that's one way you could play this game. All right. Another way is to do your child's name. Okay. So let's do Walter's name. That's a W, A, L, T, E, and R. Hey, I remember R. We just did that one a minute ago. Walter. Okay, so if your child has a name that fits in those spots, you can do that too. And they can practice their name. And remember, you can print multiples of these and tape them together if your child has a longer name. So then you could have your child drive the cars, drive them around, vroom, 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 and look for their parking lots. Yes, it's very important that you use the sounds when you drive your car. I've never seen a child drive a car quietly before. It's always vroom, 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 vroom. Okay, and then they can drive their cars into the correct spot. See, there's an E. These have the shiny tops on top. I'm sorry about that. I didn't even think about the glare when I did this. Just know that when we play with them in the classroom, there's no glare. Oh, here's one with the sticker on top. I found these little cheap ones that are racer, the pullback cars that they're very fun. I found them at the party store a while ago. I had them, I had them just sitting in my transportation box, and we'll just let him go over there and crash and come back. Oh, he's going to keep crashing. So that's T, right? T. It's two straight lines. A straight line across the top and then down. Okay, there. He got all of his racing out. Oh, look at this one. I like this one. It's kind of like a Jeep. Maybe it's a Land Rover. There we go. What is it? That's an L, like Lila. That's an L like Lila. Now my comments are stuck. Okay, there we go. L like Lila. There's the L. What's the next letter? Oh, here's a truck. I love it. It's a big truck. A. And I went backwards, but that's okay. As long as we're practicing the letters, we're not really going to worry too much about which order they park them in, right? It's more about the experience of having fun and playing with the cars and running them around, and then ultimately parking them in the spots, right? Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to move these cars off. So you could also sing it this way, or do it this way, I'm sorry. You could do two pieces. You can tape them together, and if you need more than that, you can make even a larger parking lot. Oh, you know what? You could do numbers too, right? So if you're working on your numbers, you could also have numbers on your cars. That's right. Absolutely. You could totally do that. Okay, let's come back up here for a minute and let me see. Oh, look, my friends from Boston are back. Shay and Tommy. Hello. Hello, hello, friends. Welcome back. We're so glad to have you. Yes, I am so glad that you like this idea, Gwen. Yay. Absolutely. You can use this with your grandchildren at home, with your own children. And even if you're doing distance learning, you could do this with your kids, and you could hold up. Oh, I was going to show you that you could also use a name card. That's what I was going to show you. So if you're a teacher and you're doing distance learning, you can use a name card. And if you're a parent at home, you could write your child's name on a piece of paper, and then they can put it down in front of their parking lot, and they can just look for the letters. So let's say you put all 26 letters on a parking lot because you had 26 cars, and then you just gave them their name card and asked them to park the letters that were in their name, then that would be completely appropriate as well. You can do it any way that you think will entertain your child, and also feel safe knowing that it's highly educational, has great educational value, but your child had fun doing it, didn't they? I would say that all children would have fun doing this. Look at this. Katie says, we're so in love with this. Cars are our life. Penelope is freaking out. We might play, not learn. Oh, the thing is, Katie, the play and learning, they go hand in hand. So even if it just looks like Penny is playing, she is learning. Because I can tell you from experience, from 20 years of experience, children learn through play. So absolutely, don't worry about that at all. And if they seem like they're not interested in the letters at all, let them play with the cars for as long as they want, and then come back to it again at another time, and then talk about the letter aspect. So if you just take the cars right away and you introduce this activity before they've gotten their hands on them and had time to manipulate and play with them in that natural way that they normally would, then it's going to be a harder sell. So I would let them do that for a little while. Say, let's play cars, get out the cars, let them play with them for a little bit, and then say, you know what? I wonder if we could make a parking lot for your cars. Would your cars like to park in a parking lot? I know that we park our car in the parking lot when we go to, you can name a store. So, Yeah, it's so much fun. Aiden and Caitlin from Wisconsin are in the house. Welcome, friends. Did it snow where you are today? I know it snowed in Michigan today where my nephew Andrew is. Yes. Wonderful. Oh, look. Cade and Maddie are back. We're so glad that you're back again, friends. Welcome. Let's sing the song again before we forget what it is. And don't forget, parents, you can always, or adults, you can always come back and watch these videos again at any time. I think I included the playlist up there in the post description. I'm not sure, but if not, I'll come back and put it later. But all of these videos are available to you. I put them all into a playlist so you can go back and watch them at any time. But it's Three Little Race Cars, and it goes to the tune of Three Little Fishes, or Fishies, I can't remember how they put it, by the Andrews Sisters. So, sorry. Three little race cars. Oh, wait, no, that's not how it goes. Down on the racetrack at the Motor Speedway were three little race cars who just wanted to play. Down went the flag, they were looking mighty fine, and they raced right over the line. Bip bop, diddle daddle waddum, choo! Bip bop, diddle daddle waddum, choo! Bip bop, diddle daddle waddum, choo! And they raced right over the line. So super, super fun song and activity. I can attest to the fact that it's a very memorable song because my mother sang it to me from the time I was a baby until I was, I don't know, 5 or 6. And I still remember the tune, and I remembered all the words from the first, what is it? Section of the song. All right. Walter loves the cars. Thank you for the idea. Oh, I'm sorry. Miss V does not have on her distance vision glasses. Weisler loves the cars. Thank you for the idea. You're very, very welcome. So yeah, this is how I made the cars, just in case the adults in the house are wondering. I took some stickers, but you don't need stickers if you don't have them. These are just like the little round stickers you get like at Walmart. But you can also use masking tape on top of the cars as well. And I've also used, this is my super secret tip, I've painted the tops of the cars before with, here's one, with either whiteout or white nail polish. If the cars don't, because if you just wrote a letter on the top of this car with stripes, you wouldn't see it. So that's another tip. So after you write the letters on the tops of your cars with stickers, you can also print out your parking lot. I've put the link for you in the video description here, so you can go and grab your free parking lot printable if you want it. And in that blog post where the free printable lives, you can also see that I just did it with a ruler and a Sharpie. So you don't even need the printable if you don't have a printer or ink or paper. You can just turn over a box using the lid of a box or the inside of a box for your parking lot. It's totally appropriate as well. So you can totally do that. Absolutely. She can't sit still, says Katie. That's okay. That's a common theme among all young children. None of them can sit still for very long. Okay. Well, on that note, I am going to let you go. And I want you all to have fun playing, singing, and learning with your kids. Until next time, I'm Miss V from Pre-K Pages, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern for Preschool at Home sing-alongs. Don't forget to follow the page right here so you'll be notified whenever we go live, and let your parent friends or your teacher friends know about these broadcasts so they can benefit as well. Thanks for watching. Talk soon. Bye.